Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. Today I want to talk about another mistake that VAs often make with their businesses, and that is not defining their services clearly. Today's quote is from Michael Porter. The essence of strategy is choosing what not to do. Your clients cannot understand how you can help them unless you can clearly tell them. Let's go. We're back with another mistake that virtual assistants make. This one often happens in the early days, but honestly, sometimes even years into their business. It is not defining the services clearly. And when I say clearly, I don't just mean listing a few tasks on a website or a profile and hoping that clients are going to figure out how they can use you, although that's a big thing. I mean really understanding what you offer, how it helps, who it's for, and how you're packaging it and how you are positioning yourself as that expert. Because when that isn't clear, nothing else in your business works the way it should. So let's talk about why this happens, what it causes, and what you should be doing instead. When you're starting out, you don't always know what you want to offer. That's fair, right? You might have experience from past jobs or skills you've taught yourself or learned along the way, or things you've seen other VAs do and thought, maybe I could do that. Maybe I'd like to do that. So your list of services starts out very, well, let's call it broad. And that broadness feels like safety. It feels like if you list more things, you'll appeal to more people. But the opposite is actually true. Here's what happens instead. When your service list is vague or all over the place, potential clients don't see you as the person to fix their problem. They might see you as capable, but they won't see you as the specialist that they need. And in a market with thousands of VAs, clients are not looking for capable, they're looking for a match, their match. And the clearer you are, the more you feel like a match to someone. The fuzzier you are, the easier it is to skip right on past you. There isn't anything wrong with being a generalist, though. Don't get me wrong, but you have to own that if you are. Often clients are looking for help with something in particular, though. So if you can help them with that, they will stop to pay attention. One of the classic signs that a VA hasn't defined their services properly is the laundry list of services. It's when you have 30 or 40 random tasks on your website or your social media profile or in your proposal. Data entry, scheduling, graphic design, travel booking, CRM cleanup, funnel builds, inbox management, podcast editing, and the list goes on and on. Now, can you technically do all of those things? Maybe, probably. But do you want to? Do they belong together? Do they attract the same kind of client? Probably not. And what usually happens is that VAs collect tasks like badges. Every time they learn something, they add it to the list. But a long list does not communicate confidence or clarity. It often communicates desperation. I'll do anything for your money, right? And that's not what your ideal clients are looking for. You may not feel desperate, but if you still think that you should be marketing every single thing that you know how to do in the hopes that someone will see it and go, there it is. I am sorry to say that that's what we call desperation. So getting clear on who you help best is the important part. It is the better way. And doubling down on it so that you really showcase yourself as the expert is the thing to focus on. Let's take a step back just for a second. Defining your services clearly isn't just about making your website tidy. It's about making your business easier to run. When you're clear on the services that you offer, you know exactly what to say when someone asks you what you do. This is something that a lot of VAs struggle with. You can package and price your services with confidence. This is something that a lot of VAs call me for help with. You attract clients who already want what you're offering. So many VAs I know are educating clients about VAs before they even ask for the sale. You don't waste your time customizing everything for every inquiry. And you have an easier time saying no to work that isn't a good fit for you. It also makes marketing and selling so much simpler because you're not reinventing the wheel every time you have a conversation with someone. This is actually a really big area that I help VAs with inside my workshops, my coaching programs, and even privately, because it's not just about what you're capable of doing, and that's the important thing. It's about what you want to be known for and what you want to get paid well for. If you've ever experienced feast or famine, lots of clients or no clients, burnout, scope creep, or undercharging, there's a good chance that your unclear services may have played a role in getting you there. Let's break this down just a little bit. Feast or famine. When you don't define your services well, your marketing tends to be kind of all over the place. You don't know who you're talking to or what to say, so either you don't do any marketing or you just toss out random stuff hoping that something sticks. And that leads to dry spells, followed by maybe a lot of work, too much work at once when you finally land a project or a client. Burnout. VAs who don't define their services often end up doing work that they don't even enjoy just to pay the bills. You're constantly bending your business around your clients instead of structuring it in a way that works for you, which is really what you should be focusing on. And scope creep. If your services aren't clearly defined and documented, clients are going to test you. They're going to ask for just one more thing, or can you help me with this, or just a little, can we do this quick project as well? And it's really hard to push back if you have not even set the boundaries to begin with. And undercharging, of course, this one is a huge one. If you're offering vague or mixed services, it's hard to price them properly. You either undercharge because you don't really understand your value, or you give a price and then you do double the work because things were not defined correctly and the client is expecting more. That's not a sustainable business model, any of it, right? I definitely used to have a laundry list of services on my website. I always tell you guys, don't think I don't teach you the things that I did wrong. That's why I'm here. And the things that I know that other VAs did wrong as well. These are the things that I'm trying to help you circumvent, right? So that you can take the smarter path to success. I had a laundry list of services for sure. And it was only when I got really clear on who I helped. In my case, it was 6- and 7-figure business coaches that I could define the services I offered that supported them directly and clearly. Not every single thing I knew how to do was necessary for them, but actual coaching support was what they needed. Client care, scheduling, coaching materials, group coaching program, marketing and management, virtual event management. These things are still considered general admin, aren't they? But once I started marketing them specifically as a coaching support package, coaches noticed me, right? Shocking, I know. And they hired me and they referred me to their colleagues. I was able to get paid what I wanted and I was doing work that I loved, and I got referrals from my clients because I made them look good. And guess what? Their colleagues wanted to know, who's making you look so good? They wanted me to do the same for them. Business became a lot easier because I got clear on what I did and who it helped. And the same thing can happen for you too with that clarity. So let's talk about what it really means to define your services, because this isn't just picking 3 random things to do, right? Here's what clearly defined service offering includes. Number 1, the specific deliverables. What exactly are you going to be doing for the client? Can you describe it in one sentence? Is it a one-time service or is it an ongoing service? Number 2, the value of the service. Why does this service matter to the client? What problem does it solve and what result does it help them achieve? Number 3, the ideal or target client. Who needs this service? Who is it not for? Think industry, business model, or even personality type. All of those can be your ideal client. Number 4, the format. Is this a package, a retainer, a project, or something else? How does it look? How is it structured and how is it delivered? And finally, the price. Are you pricing it based on value instead of time? If not, then you should be. And does the price reflect the transformation or the support or the value that you're providing to that client? When you've thought through all 5 of these elements, your services become assets. They're marketable. They have built-in boundaries, and they make your entire client journey go a lot smoother. I want to address just a few things that might be popping up for you right now, because I know I've heard them all before. You don't want to get specialized, right? But I like variety. Defining your services does not mean that you'll never be able to do anything else. What it means is you get intentional about what you lead with, about what you are going to market in your business. You can still have one-off offers, and you can say yes to any project that you like, but your core services are going to be your foundation. And remember, it's about what you market, not what you actually say yes to. Another objection: what if I niche down too far and lose clients? The opposite actually happens, I promise you. When you specialize, you stand out. You attract the people who are looking for exactly what you offer, and they haven't been able to find anyone, and they find you because you're clear. Broad equals forgettable, clear equals desirable and noticeable. And third objection: I don't know what I want to specialize in yet. Well, that's totally fine. You can test things out, but do it strategically. Choose one service or client type to focus on for, I say, a period of 60 to 90 days. Market it, deliver it, learn from it, and evaluate it. If it's not what you want to do, then you can make a change. But you have to give it a try for a good 3 months to be sure. And that's why you should focus on doing what you love to do, not just what you think clients need. If you're feeling unclear about what you offer, or if your list is too long and scattered, here's a simple exercise to start. List everything you currently offer. Just get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. Circle the ones you enjoy and do well. You have to be honest here. What services really light you up? What do you love to do? And which ones suck? Like, which ones feel like a drag? Look for themes inside that list, especially the ones that you circled. Are there types of tasks that naturally go together, or client types who tend to hire you for similar things? And then choose 2 or 3 core services. These should be things that you enjoy doing and that you can do confidently, and that are in-demand services that clients need. Create a simple description for each. 1 sentence, as we always say, that explains the what, the who, the value, the everything in that service. And then price them based on the outcome, the deliverable, not the effort or the time that you put into them. Consider how much value you're creating, not how long you're working. When you make that mindset shift, it makes it a lot easier to price things properly and talk to your clients about them. This is precisely the process that I guide my clients through in the workshops and coaching programs for VAs, because it's not always easy to see the patterns on your own. If you need help with this, I want you to reach out to me. This is one of the foundational shifts that help VAs go from scattered and stressed to booked and busy, as I say, and confident. Defining your services clearly isn't about boxing yourself in. I want to be really clear on that. It's about creating clarity and confidence for you and for your clients. It's about showing up in the market as a business owner who knows what they do, who they help, and how they deliver results. And when you get that part right, everything else gets easier. So if you've been listing a little bit of everything, or you haven't even updated your services since you started your business, this is your sign to take a step back and reassess. Your business is going to thank you, and so will your future clients. Let's circle back to today's quote. The essence of strategy is choosing what not to do. When you can define what you do, you also define what you won't do. Clarity is key, and making the choice to do this and not that is what is going to help you set yourself apart from other VAs. Your clients will notice and will find you because you do that properly. And of course, I'm here to help you. It's the only reason I'm here at all, say it with me, to help you become a ridiculously good VA. Let's talk about how you can get clear on the services that you offer your clients. Go to yourvamentor.com/links and connect with me or reach out to chat about it. I'm Tracy Daviero, the Confidence Coach for VAs. That's all I've got for you this week. I'll see you next time.